So it looks like Rockstar Games is taking a very Ubisoft spirited route when it comes to the release of the new game, GTA 6. Now this does not really take me by surprise. The method of which they're doing this actually did, but it doesn't really surprise me, you know? For years now, I've been saying that Rockstar is not really the same company anymore. I've been saying that there's been something weird about GTA 6 the entire time, and I got a lot of hate for saying all that. My last GTA 6 video was made December 5th, 2023, and all the comments and all the dislikes that I got on that video and the videos that came before it were genuinely insane. So what is this Ubisoft route that Rockstar is taking? Well, they're deciding to cut things out of the base game to sell them to people who buy the premium version of the game. So the default price is $80 and the premium is $100, and what you'll be getting for the $100 version is access to certain locations like stores, missions, rewards, collectibles, and just a lot of stuff, really. Just entire outfits, haircuts, cars, car decals, car customization options. All that is being locked behind the premium version. Now, a lot of fanboys online will say it's just 20 bucks, just cough it up. It's GTA 6, man. It's the biggest game ever. And they're kind of failing to see the point. The point is Rockstar is testing the player base and seeing just how much they can get away with. And if the user base decides to just buy it up and not really complain about it, well, things will just get worse. And by worse, I mean like genuinely atrociously bad levels of worse. There is no bottom to what a corporation will be willing to do to turn a profit nowadays, especially a gaming company, a gaming corporation. So there are people online who have decided to start talking about it, and they're being met with these very low IQ bot-like responses of like, oh, it's just $20, man. Stop crying, just buy the game, bro. Just consume the product, chud. That kind of shit. And I have seen this happen in so many games before, and the sad thing is, it's usually those kind of just stop crying types that always get their way, right? The developer keeps making really bad decisions, the game continuously gets worse, the players get less and less for more money, and eventually the game just gets choked out and dies, or just kind of, you know, falls in the hands of a super casual audience that doesn't really care about the game because there's nothing to really care about. It's just kind of a thing you play with your friends once in a while. Those kind of games, right? The third space type of games. Well, a lot of people that are real fans of Rockstar's work really don't want that to happen. I mean, all of us want GTA 6 to be a really good game, right? But for a long time now, things have been getting really weird over at Rockstar. And I pointed out when the first trailer came out that the game felt different. It just felt weird. It felt like a Ubisoft game for some reason. It felt like Watch Dogs. It even kind of looks like Watch Dogs in terms of the color palette and some of the weird graphical choices. Maybe they're just going for realism, just an entire realism, I guess, just like how maybe Watch Dogs might have been. But it just reminds me of Watch Dogs 2. I don't have any other way to really describe that feeling other than it just does, right? All this is made worse by the fact that apparently there's not going to be an actual physical version of GTA 6. If you buy the physical copy, it'll just be like the case with a slip of paper inside of it that has a code to redeem for the digital version, and that is just atrocious. I don't know who at Rockstar or Take-Two Interactive decided that was a good idea, but I did see today that apparently that's going to change within the first few months of the game being out. That's when they'll start introducing the physical copies of the game. Really weird. I doubt that's a distribution issue. I just think that Rockstar wanted to kind of like fuck us over by making us buy a version that we could not return or could not, you know, lend to a friend or something. And they wanted to see if they can get away with just only selling digital. And because it's not working, I think they're just backtracking. But anywho, the online mode for this game, if I had to like personally predict what this was going to be like, I think the online is going to be atrocious, especially given the fact that they're willing to cut into the single player to make money. And, you know, for a long time, people have always said that Rockstar would never do such a thing. It's a story mode, man. It's the bread and butter of Rockstar. They would never fuck with it. And they're fucking with it. And it makes me really think what they might do to GTA 6 online. And there was something about a decade ago that was added to the terms of service for Rockstar's services, or the end user license agreement, I believe it was, where they stated And I remember like people used to freak out about this like a decade ago. They made videos talking about this and they were panicking that GTA 5 Online would be kind of like changed irreparably. But the terms of service change was that they reserve the right to charge a monthly subscription to access their online modes. And I truly believe if there was ever a game for them to do that on, it would be GTA 6 Online. And the thing that kind of like supports that theory for me is the fact that the weird legalese wording when it comes to the, Grand Theft Auto 6 packaging is that the game is a single player only experience. I don't think any other Rockstar game had that particular line, like, in the description of the game, which is very, very weird. And I think that the online might actually be its own separate, standalone thing that you have to buy and possibly pay a monthly subscription to access. This would make sense given the fact that they acquired the 5M team. And as far as I know, I think you have to pay to get into certain servers. I believe. I could be wrong about that, but if that's the case, that again further solidifies my theory on this. So yeah, things are just looking really weird over there at Rockstar, and GTA 6, it doesn't even feel like a game made by Rockstar. And I will say this much, my own personal prediction for this matter is that when the honeymoon phase for this game wanes off, people are going to, say, almost verbatim, that this game feels like something that is trying to emulate Grand Theft Auto while not actually fully hitting the mark, right? You can see this in the leaks, you can see it in the trailers a little bit. At least I can. I don't know if maybe I'm just schizophrenic or something, but I could kind of see it. I could kind of hear it in the dialogue. I could kind of just see it in the way they designed the characters, you know what I mean? Like Jason and Lucia, as I stated years ago, they look weirdly generic to a weird degree. Like Jason looks like the average everyday Florida guy. Lucia is like the average everyday Hispanic chick in Miami or West Palm Beach or something. Like, this doesn't really stand out to me. Like, Michael, Trevor, and Franklin stand out. Nico Bellic stands out. The two characters from the GTA 4 DLCs, they stand out. Every PS2 GTA character besides maybe I think the Liberty City Stories one and the Vice City Stories one, they stand out. But Jason and Lucia, something about these two characters do not stand out by themselves. Now, I will say this much. Part of one of the screenshots that they came out with that shows off the customization, one of the variants of Jason I did actually really like. It just made him look like Sonny, like Crockett from Miami Vice. Like, he looks almost exactly like him to a weird degree when he's wearing this hair and the glasses, but whatever, right? That's the only cool customization option that I've seen for Jason. All the other options, literally verbatim, look like some Watch Dogs 2 shit. If you don't believe me, and you happen to have a copy of Watch Dogs 2, put the game in, download it, and go to a clothing store and look at just look at the customization options. I swear to God, like, even the decal on the vehicle here looks like something out of Watch Dogs. Even the background, it looks like Watch Dogs 2. Just the graphics, it just looks so familiar. But anyways, to close out this video, I just want to kind of disclose something here, right? I'm not really, too invested in this game anymore. I used to be really invested back then. I kind of wanted to get angry and come on here and rant and all that shit. But really, to keep it 100% real, the chances of me buying this game are not zero, but they're close to zero, right? I'm not boycotting this game. I don't really boycott things anymore. I'm not going like, oh, this game offended me, I'm gonna avoid it or something. I actually don't have any real authentic interest in this game. In fact, I kind of like don't have interest in any Rockstar game, really. I mean, RDR2 is pretty good, GTA 5 is pretty good, both the story modes at least. And the PS2 games and the GTA 4 is pretty good, but it's not like I'm really fanboying over these games anymore. Like, it seems like my taste has seemed to sort of evolve out of this format. And now that I've gotten a taste of other games, coming back to a Rockstar game, it just doesn't feel like as good as I remember it. You know what I mean? Like, as a kid, driving from one point of the map to the other was really fun because I don't know, right? I could drive a car; it's super realistic, But that doesn't really amaze me anymore. The graphics doesn't really bezazzle me. The physics do not bezazzle me. Nothing really impresses me anymore. I don't care about any of those things. I care about the story, the overall gameplay, how replayable is it, how memorable are the characters in the story. And to be honest, besides the physics and the graphics and the map size and maybe how many interiors you could enter, I don't think GTA 6 is going to be that special outside of those little, few things, I think the story will be subpar. I think the story just won't be very memorable. And yeah, I just don't have any compulsion to buy the game. Might things change in the future? Absolutely. If I see like a gameplay trailer and it does look really good, I'll definitely buy it, but I'm not really feeling that hype at all. In fact, you know, more of the game that I've seen, the less hyped that I've personally been. And that has never happened before. So yeah, that's it for this video. Peace.